They've been constants on our screens for more than 2 decades.
But he wasn't much help.
Yeah.
And
But now they are saying final goodbye.
It was. Don't worry, I'm all right.
Sometimes even the most dangerous.
It's time for the smug face.
But I believe it must have been the most fun job in the world.
Clarkson!
When it comes to legendary trios, some names stand above the rest, leaving an unforgettable mark on the world, and I dare to say history. Harry, Ron, and Hermione. 3 Musketeers, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. 3 Little Pigs, burger, fries, and soda. In the world of cars and adventure, there's one trio that stands out. Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. They took the world of automotive television and turned it into an epic, laugh-out-loud journey.
I need a tow!
Their wild antics, originality, unmatched banter, and genuine camaraderie created TV gold and earned them a spot among the most epic trios in history. These legends didn't just present car shows. They transformed them into high-octane adventures, filled with chaos, banter, and unforgettable moments. From breaking world records to breaking down in the middle of nowhere, they've done it all. Buckle up as we pay tribute to the epic trio that turned Top Gear into a global phenomenon and redefined car culture forever. Top Gear, just 2 words, yet they carry with them the weight of a legacy. A show that redefined automotive television, not just in the UK, but around the world. But Top Gear wasn't just a show about cars, it was a show about 3 friends on an unforgettable journey. Today, we pay tribute to the legends themselves, Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond.
Oh, bad news.
What?
The Dacia Sandero. It's delayed.
Oh no. Anyway.
Let's start with the man who became the face of Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson. With his towering presence and even bigger opinions, Clarkson wasn't just a presenter. He was a force of nature. His words will remain engraved in many hearts as a priceless gift that he gave to all of us. Whether he was calling the Toyota Hilux invincible or declaring the Ford GT the most beautiful car in the world, his words left an indelible mark on the automotive world.
Speed has never killed anyone. Suddenly becoming stationary, that's what gets you. That's the killer.
That will do it.
Then there was James May, affectionately known as Captain Slow. May's love for the intricate details and engineering behind each car made him the voice of reason, often pranked by Clarkson and Hammond.
Clarkson! Where are my shoes?
He was grounding the team with his deep knowledge and quiet humor.
They didn't mention it because it's got Hitler in it.
I don't know. That's not Hitler.
It is.
It isn't. No, that car was built long before indicators were invented, so he's just there to do some hand signals.
Really? What signals are you doing there then, James?
He's saying, take the Third Reich. Ow! Try the chicken.
And who could forget Richard Hammond, the hamster of the trio?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Richard Hammond!
Despite being the smallest of the 3, Hammond's enthusiasm was larger than life. He was the daredevil, always ready to take on the craziest challenges, whether it was driving a jet-powered dragster or traveling by dog sledge on North Pole. Top Gear featured some of the interesting and funniest formats never seen before on automotive television. Car reviews, which didn't look like any other reviews. Power laps driven by the Stig, mysterious driver which never shows his face. Star in a reasonably priced car, where celebrities compete for the fastest lap on the track. Various challenges, races, and specials. Also don't forge the cool wall and award ceremonies. But what made Clarkson, May, and Hammond truly special was their originality, their banter, the teasing.
James,
What?
your train's on fire.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Right.
They were adventure. Each challenge wasn't just a segment. It was an experience, a story that drew viewers in week after week. Their antics might have been larger than life, but the best moments were often the simplest. A drive through the Italian countryside, a road trip across the American South, or just a quiet conversation over a cup of tea. For over a decade, Clarkson, May, and Hammond brought the world into their adventures. They were the kings of car culture, but more importantly, they were the heart and soul of Top Gear. Their legacy isn't just in the cars they drove or the records they broke. It's in the laughter they shared, the friendships they built, and the countless memories they created. After a well-publicized incident involving Jeremy Clarkson and one of the producers in 2015, Clarkson, May, and Hammond left Top Gear. Clarkson was suspended by the BBC, and in response, both May and Hammond chose not to continue Top Gear without Clarkson, as the trio's chemistry was a huge part of the show's success. Basically, they became bigger than the Top Gear itself. Shortly after, all three moved on to create a new car show, the Grand Tour, with Amazon Prime, continuing their dynamic and popular partnership. Top Gear never managed to gain old popularity back after the trio left. The Grand Tour continued in the footsteps and well-trodden path set by Clarkson, Hammond, and May. The show's format was similar to Top Gear, but with more creative freedom. Each episode was featuring exotic car reviews, thrilling challenges, and epic road trips across the world, from the deserts of Namibia to the mountains of Colombia. Unlike Top Gear, the Grand Tour started with a unique mobile studio tent, traveling to different countries in each episode's early seasons, adding a new twist to the traditional studio setup. And you know what? It was epic. Together, Clarkson, May, and Hammond have turned the Grand Tour into a global sensation, blending high-octane car action with humor, travel, and adventure. Their infectious camaraderie and daring escapades continue to entertain millions, solidifying their place as the most iconic trio in automotive television history. The final Grand Tour episode, One for the Road, bringing with it an end to 21 years of car TV, fronted by one of the most recognizable, much-loved trios around. We can, sadly, be sure that this is the final episode featuring Clarkson, Hammond, and May. It's an end of an era. As we look back on their journey, we remember them not just as car show presenters, but as the legends who raised the bar high in car presentation and continued to raise it with each subsequent episode. So here's to you, Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. Thank you for the laughs, the thrills, inspiration, and some of the best memories. You will always be the kings of the road. Thank you for everything. These three people probably had the best job in the world. And we know, in the end, it was never really about cars only.